As the Nigerian government continues to strive to alleviate poverty, a non-governmental organization, the Empowerment Network 10, is set to lift millions of vulnerable Nigerians out of poverty.
Humanitarian outreach, the Empowerment Network has set up an empowerment program that will empower 8 million Nigerians, lift 40 million people out of poverty, and return 16 million children back to school within the next 10 years.
Some concerned Nigerians at this roundtable say it is possible to lift as many as 40 million people out of poverty.
This initiative, which is in its first edition, is aimed at reducing poverty to the barest minimum in Nigeria by training beneficiaries in selected small-scale businesses and providing funds for them to commence such businesses.
The Empowerment Network 10, an arm of the Isaiah Wealth Initiative, TIWI, we established local empowerment centers across 774 local governments and lift 40 million out of poverty and return 60 million children back to school in the next 10 years.
When I was called to ministry, it was the same thing for me. Solving problems, problem of knowledge in the lives of people was natural with me. This was what led to the creation of the Isaiah Wealth Initiative in 2012. Today, TIWI boasts of 15 specialized NGOs catering for specific needs of the less privileged in our society.
First, I would like to find out what is the inspiration behind this program.
Poverty is common talk, especially with Nigeria now being the capital of poverty in the world. It hurts to know that we are Nigerians and we have this kind of narrative, about our nation. I believe that it's something we can do something about and not just talk about.
Wow. I would also like to know, a lot of people here, when they hear about poverty alleviation programs, they are taken aback because we've heard a lot about this from several persons, including government and, of course, the private sector. What makes 10 Network different?
In 10, what we try to do is to ensure that we don't just give people grants. We try to ensure, number one, we find areas where they are already skilled or gifted, where they can make money. Then we train them before we empower them. Then even after empowering them, we test the business that they are doing by ensuring that they save every month. From their savings, we can see the profitability of what they do. And then we not only empower them further, we now put them into a treat system where 10 people can continue to perpetuate the empowerment system.
That's amazing, really amazing.
Thank you.
What have you achieved so far? I think people who want to invest in this want to know.
Well, we started with the first 100 to see if it really works. And we were able to get, like I said, over about 90% or more of them, not only start a business, but being able to save every month. And they were able to move from the first phase to the second phase to the third phase. I think the second batch of 100 has started, and we're looking to many more batches.
Some people say, why don't you involve government? This is their job.
There's so much that the government has to deal with. There are so many things in every sector, in every direction that the government have to deal with, talking about infrastructure and all of that. I think we've come to the point where we have to own Nigeria. The government are elected officials, and after a certain time, they're no longer there. We will be Nigerians forever. So I felt that it was something that we needed to do something about, like a communal effort where we can have some are volunteering, some are giving, and then through the finances we're able to raise and through the volunteers who are working, but we really don't pay those who work with these people. I think we can actually do something like being your brother's keeper and helping people come out. Today, we are here to officially launch another NGO under Lifted called the Empowerment Network, with a specific mandate to lift 40 million Nigerians out of poverty and get 16 million children back to school in 10 years.
The The global economic fallout of COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in a large setback of the international community's goal to achieve SDG 1 of no poverty by 2030. Extreme poverty around the world is increasing, the first time that it has happened this century after decades of global poverty reduction. Over 700 million people worldwide are currently estimated to be living in extreme poverty. TEN hopes to reduce the poverty rate in Africa.
This is Cool FM News. Dr. Isaiah Wealth explained that the organization is working to provide grants to unemployed Nigerians with small business ideas in all the 774 local government areas. He also called on well-meaning Nigerians to support the initiative with funds which could be used to return out-of-school children back to school.
For a young man of God to pioneer this, we have to give him accolades for initiating this vision, particularly in these times that you can see our country is sinking, partly and mostly because of unemployment.
Dr. Wealth said the beneficiaries are monitored closely by volunteers to ensure that they utilize the grants as intended, and also make compulsory savings of 4,000 naira every month before qualifying for the next round of financial empowerment of 13,000 naira until it gets to the third level of qualifying for 50,000 naira. High point of the event was presentation of 300,000 naira check to Bethsaida School for the Blind in appreciation of the multi-talented presentation.
The founder, who appealed to Nigerians and corporate bodies to partner with the group towards addressing the poverty level in Nigeria, disclosed that the funds to provide the needed assistance would amount to 439 billion naira.
You know, this program is such a big project. How do you intend to fund it?
You know, money is not the first thing. The first thing is a solution. When we have a solution that can work, I believe the money will come. And that's what we try to do. We want to test it to see it working. And so far, for those we've tested it on, we've had at least 90% of them being able to save and come into a better life of poverty.
Thank you so much, sir. Finally, for those who would like to participate, how can they either volunteer, like you said, or donate towards this laudable cause?
Yeah, it's we have a website, www.theempowermentnetwork.ng, where people can go and actually, and like I always like to say, before you talk about participating, it's good to find out what we are doing and what it's really about. And when they check us out, and they see that these things are so, they can freely participate. Our numbers are there. The site is working, and our mails go through, and I believe we have a good response time.
Wow, this means that everyone can participate in
Of course.
either as volunteers or as those who are given to us. Yes. I don't know if you have a final word for those who are watching.
I really feel Nigeria can be a world leader. I believe Africa can be the first world. I believe that if we stop talking and start working, we can change our nation, and we can leave something better for our children.
Thank you so much, sir. Once again, thank you for letting us into your home.
Thank you.
To learn more about the Empowerment Network, or to volunteer or donate towards the cause, please visit www.theempowermentnetwork.ng or call +234 81329 32681 +234 8037 419 228 +234 7039 329 668 +234 80 3789 5819